Are you troubled, cousin?
I am not sure how best to phrase this. But I would not put too much stock in neither Ray nor Elena. Keep in mind, they are not beholden to Aucerius.
I am well aware of that.
Yet you fail to fully grasp my meaning. I do not wish to deny the bonds you forged. But I ask that you think on how others might view your sole reliance on outside help in this, a time of need.
Sol, Albert stands with me, as do you.
Our relations with the Empire are on thin ice as it is. They have no connection to Aucerius or Vale, yet you would draw them into a potential conflict? I do not wish for harm to befall Ray or his friends. Not after all the aid they have given you and Albie.
Nor do I. I see your point, and yet...
Letty, I can assist you in seeing Maester Midas to Ascendros. That alone should lead them to take you more seriously.
Yes, you may be right, but still...
Pray give it some thought. In the meantime, let us see to the release of Mistress Chloe.
Your Highness, please forgive my delay.
For shame, Albie. Are you still in the habit of referring to Letty as Highness while in public?
No, I just...
Come, let us be on our way.
Highness?
Sir Theo, am I to understand that the Kingdom of Aucerius and the Vale Empire are on the verge of war?
Elena, if my comments on such matters were perchance overheard by others, it would be taken as public record.
Well, what can you say?
The situation is delicate. The Empire is going to great lengths to exert pressure on Aucerius. Even now, they encroach by land and sea.
I'm sure that's the extent someone of your station would be able to disclose. Well, is there any possibility of war breaking out at our current destination?
Do you truly think a knight commander of royal blood such as I would deign to suggest the royal city be in any danger?
Forget it, Elena. We'll find out for ourselves soon enough anyway.
Right. I was just curious. Please excuse me.
You've nothing to apologize for or worry about. I don't intend on allowing harm to come to any friend of Letty's.
Sorry about that. She's a huge worrywart.
And a caring ally too, 'twould seem. Take good care of her.
What a beautiful city.
At a cursory glance, it is not too late to turn back.
After all the effort it took to get here?
I understand you, Maester Felgreed, but I will defer to Ray's judgment.
As is your wont, there is work to be done.
Let us make haste to the royal palace. We should not keep Chancellor Neon waiting.
Right.
Princess Laeticia!
I appreciate the warm reception, Neon.
When I heard of your little excursion from Commander Theo, my heart stopped. Whatever were you thinking, Sir Albert?
Her Highness had a very good reason.
Did you truly think yourself solely capable of protecting the princess? A one-man army or...
Calm yourself, Neon. We have brought Laeticia back safely. And what's more, this recklessness on her part was not in vain.
As of this moment, all she has accomplished is worrying me near to death!
This is precisely why I hate the royal palace.
Where do you think you are off to?
Somewhere I can give your arm a proper examination. Come when you are ready.
Who in heavens is that man? How dare he speak in such a manner before royalty?
He means no offense. That is Maester Midas Felgreed. Please show him the utmost respect.
Midas Felgreed? Him?
I apologize for my long absence from the royal palace, Neon. But I would ask a favor regarding the matter Commander Theo brought to your attention.
Perhaps you speak of the prisoner we captured near Baldar. Huh. Might these be the strange companions I've heard the princess has been traveling with?
Without the aid of these two, my journey would have been all the more arduous. The kingdom owes them a debt of gratitude.
Very well, Princess Laeticia. I will send word to notify the general of your safe return.
No need. Let us first arrange a meeting that these two may be swiftly reunited with their ally.
But, Your Highness,
I was led to understand that none were aware of my absence prior to Commander Theo's report, yes? Surely news of my return can be delayed.
I see. Very well, Princess. It may yet take some time, however, as the prisoner is currently being held in the Baldar Citadel.
You must arrange for her immediate release.
I understand your urgency, but I cannot make any immediate promises that the prisoner will be set free. We can discuss the matter further, if you would follow me to the council chamber.
Father will not be joining us?
Oh, have you not heard? His Majesty is leading the frontline defensive at Baldar at the behest of Captain Bertrand.
He is where?
Isn't it a big risk having your king on the front lines?
The royal standard is on display above the Baldar Basilica to indicate His Majesty's presence. It serves as a warning. The Imperials know there will be a reckoning if they attack now.
Nothing's set in stone. But can we turn this all around with Midas's help? I mean, he was one of the three wise men.
Do not speak as if years of history and tension can be undone in a single night.
Breaking our current formation just for Maester Midas would serve as nothing more than an invitation for the Empire to commence their attack. Letty, tell me something. What exactly is it you intend to ask of Midas in the first place? If you are considering playing at the idea of forming a band of semiomancers, I am in vehement opposition.
Furthermore, we have no sufficient proof that this ragtag band that follows you are not in actuality Imperial spies.
They are nothing of the sort, I assure you.
I believe both you and Her Highness speak true, Sir Albert. But it is not I who needs convincing. His Majesty's brother Duke Clemrath currently presides over the royal city.
I will not have free rein under my father's orders. Ray, Helena, I cannot guarantee your safety.
You must understand, my hands are tied until the tensions at Baldar ease.
I hear where you're coming from, but you're talking like the war's already begun.
What would you know?
Well, if left unchecked, spies could run amok, raze cities to the ground. But if espionage on the home front was such a chief concern, why would the king be sent to the front lines?
A harsh criticism.
Sounds like you've assumed from the start that everything Laeticia's doing is a waste of time. What's wrong with a princess fighting tooth and nail to do what's best for her kingdom?
Neon, if permitted by my father, I am sure the general could be convinced. Or even your Lord Father, Cousin Theo.
What?
Consider the situation. I doubt it will be easy to entreat my father concerning a prisoner of war, or the sudden return of Maester Midas. It would be best if I spoke with him directly.
Wait, Your Highness. Baldar would be thrown into a disarray if you were to venture there now.
This is of the highest import for the future of the kingdom. Do not worry. I will not disrupt a thing. No one shall be the wiser of my presence.
Say something, Sir Albert? Commander Theo?
When Her Highness speaks thusly, there is no changing her mind.
Just so. Currently, a permit is required for all who would enter Baldar. Come, grant her passage, Neon. Who knows what she may do if you choose not to.
Very well. But do be careful. The situation at Baldar may very well erupt into chaos at a moment's notice.
Thank you, Neon, Cousin Theo.
Apologies, everyone, but I will not be accompanying you to Baldar. After all, Kato still needs someone to defend it.
We understand. Thank you, Cousin.
Letty, if you sense any danger, turn back immediately. And that goes for Ray and the others as well.
We will, rest assured.
And Albie, please continue to watch over Letty for me.
I will do what I can.
You sound as if you've given up already. I suppose you're my only hope then, Ray.
I'll see what I can do.
Have I no one to count on?
Ray, let us pay Maester Midas a visit. He is like as not to be in the Semiomancy Consortium.
So it was you who showed it to Laeticia.
I admit it. How could I not? I shared in her anguish. If our knights are to face the Imperials, we will have need of them.
Do not suffer children their foolish dreams. You are why I find myself here.
Maester Midas, Director Melthea.
I am relieved to see you return in good health, Princess Laeticia.
And who are you?
I am Melthea, the director here at the Aucerius Semiomancy Consortium. A pleasure to meet you. Midas was just telling me of the pleasant journey you all had together.
So, how did talks go with that twit Neon?
Well,
So now we're heading straight for Baldar.
And for what? I said I would support Albert and Elena. But I will rescind that promise if you intend to risk your lives so meaninglessly.
Our good friend Chloe is being held captive in Baldar. We have to get to her. You understand, this is not up for debate.
I will not prostrate myself before the king. Go, return with your friend. I shall await here.
Thanks, Midas.
You seem to understand Maester Midas quite well. Let us speak of the matter upon your return. You have places to go and people to free. I truly pray time is on your side, Raymond.
Let us make haste to Baldar. We have not the time to dawdle here any longer.
So that's the Vale Empire.
Why do they arm themselves? Why do they fight?
was that Duma?
Piping up out of nowhere again. Are you really telling me you can't tell what they're gearing up for, Duma?
Warfare between the same species would cause a massive decline in their respective population. What purpose could such fighting serve?
I wonder the same myself, Duma. Is not the sky over Aucerius the same shade as that over Vale?
Yeah, well, you can't change the world overnight. Let's keep our eyes on the prize for now.
You are right. Father, I am sorry to intrude. Pray forgive my long and selfish absence.
Ah, yes. Full glad am I to see you return, Laeticia. I apologize for the distress my current whereabouts must have caused you. Might I entreat you to introduce me to your allies?
Of course, Father. They have been invaluable companions on my journey. This is Sir Raymond, Lady Elena, and Lady Nina.
Rise, friends. I owe you much for helping my... might you be Filberto's daughter?
You remember me, Your Majesty?
As if one could forget. Is Marcus well?
He is. Still alive and kicking.
Father, there is aught I would report. Nina de Forge has discovered a cure for Helgar's disease.
Can it be true?
Well, not all by myself. I, got a lot of help from Dad, my father, Dr. Marcus, Ray, and Elena.
I have also brought Maester Midas Felgreed to the royal city.
Midas has come back?
We may have no assurance of his cooperation, but the Maester's return, Lady Nina's discovery of the cure for Helgar's, and the safe passage of both myself and Albert to the royal city, all would not have been possible without the help of Sir Raymond and Lady Elena.
Is that so? Thank you for going to such lengths to aid my daughter.
No prob.
Ray. Pray forgive him, Your Majesty. You are too generous.
Father, if you would truly thank these two, I beseech you. Raymond's friend, Chloe Canaris, is being held here in Baldar. She was imprisoned under suspicion of acting as an Imperial agent. Please grant her release.
I will see to it she is released immediately. Bertrand, Laeticia has brought us a veritable mountain of good tidings.
Full glad am I to hear it. What will you all do from here on?
We do not intend to impose any longer than we already have. We shall return to the royal city as soon as Chloe is released.
Night is nearly fallen, so it might be best to depart come morning. Allow us to see to your sleeping arrangements.
Assuming the worst were to happen, wouldn't civilians like ourselves only get in the way?
Imperial spies walk among us. And they may be watching Laeticia's every move, even now as we speak. Broad daylight will certainly prove a boon, if that be the case.
I see.
And yes, your friend has been in captivity for some time. It may not be wise to exert her too quickly. Besides, this reunion is long in coming. I am sure you have much to discuss.
Your concern is greatly appreciated. We will do as you say.
Captain Bertrand, please inform the guards to release Chloe at once. And see to it that Laeticia and her friends have a place to rest their heads.
Right away, Your Majesty.
Ah, is that Chloe?
Indeed it is. I am truly relieved to see her none the worse for wear.
Oh, I see. So this is who Ray was searching for this entire time.
Is something the matter?
No, nothing at all. Captain, please release Chloe at once.
Yes, Your Highness. Her language is unknown to us, so communication has been difficult.
That should be of no further concern. With Ray or I around, you should be able to understand her just fine.
Hey, now that you mention it, how are you and Ray speaking our language if you came from the sky?
Well, there are a number of reasons. Sorry for the imposition, Nina. But would you kindly assist me in examining Chloe?
Oh, of course. Leave it to me.
Please feel free to use this chamber. If there is aught you require, know that you need only ask.
We appreciate the hospitality, Captain Bertrand. All right, Chloe. Here we go. Let's make sure you're in tip-top shape.
Okay. Hi there. I'm Nina.
I'm a good friend of Ray's and Elena's, and an iatromancer of this kingdom, so don't you worry.
Nice to meet you, Nina.
Thank you, Laeticia. We never would have found Chloe without you.
I truly did not do all that much.
If it weren't for you and Albert, we wouldn't even know Chloe was in Baldar. I can't thank either of you enough.
It is unnerving to hear such sincerity coming from you.
Well, Albert, even I can be sincere when I need to be. And don't worry, we still intend on helping however we can with Midas. You aren't getting us out of your hair that easily.
In that case, may I speak with you about something, Ray?
Most definitely. Hey, Albert.
Albert, might I ask you to assist Elena and Nina?
Of course, Your Highness. Please try not to wander off too far. Please heed what Her Highness has to say.
What?
Thank you, Albert.
So, what is it you want to talk about?
Not just yet. Let us converse once we reach the east end of the Citadel.
Okay. Are we there yet? We've been hiking for ages.
It has not been that long. We are almost there.
Just don't take us anywhere that's gonna piss off Albert.
You are not the one who need fear his wrath.
It's not just Albert I'm worried about. If your father found out, he might put Chloe back into custody.
Come now. Father would never. We are near.
Wow, what a view.
Indeed. I love coming here.
Huh. Aren't we on Vale Empire soil?
When I was old enough to understand the words of my elders, the kingdom of Aucerius and the Vale Empire were already at odds. Every time I come here, I would always wonder why. Why must the same people under the same sky always be fighting one another?
If it makes you feel any better, even people living above this sky are constantly fighting.
What a great shame. The royal family of Aucerius and the imperial line of Vale were once tied together by marriage. Theo's mother's sister, his aunt, was Empress and wife to Emperor Baldor, the current ruler of Vale.
Wow. Really?
When Helgar's disease enveloped this world 15 years ago, she became afflicted and eventually died. And it was then that relations between my kingdom and the Empire began to sour.
I see.
When she fell ill, the Empire requested an iatromancer be dispatched from Aucerius. The Empire had very few semiomancers, but the kingdom refused. We cited the unstable situation on our home soil as an excuse.
Why are you telling me all this now?
I did not wish to keep it secret.
That kind of honesty could come back to haunt you.
If our journey is to be enjoyable, I must be open with you.
It really is a nice view.
Indeed.
Laeticia! Laeticia, wake up!
Detecting multiple hostile threats. Secure the perimeter. Secure the perimeter.
What the heck?
That's artillery fire. The Baldar Citadel is taking fire from the Vale Empire.
Your Highness, we are under attack from the Empire. Your Highness!
How can this be?
What the hell is going on? Are they gonna be okay down there?
I believe Baldar's defenses should be well prepared.
Albert, Ray, let us find Nina, Elena, and Chloe with utmost haste. It is not safe. We must leave Baldar at once.
What do you mean?
With our few number, we have no possibility to sway the tide of this battle. And as shameful, as dispiriting as it may be, our duty precedes us. We must avoid the crown princess of the kingdom being killed or captured by the Empire.
Your Highness,
Laeticia.
The assurance of my safety should bring solace to the captain and father. I will not tempt Vale with our kingdom on a platter. Let us depart.
What happened? Who gave the order to fire upon them?
I do not know. It is unclear which unit launched the attack, but it seems the naval battalion in the harbor has already deployed. Perhaps there was some miscommunication.
Foolishness!
Father!
Laeticia! It would seem things have taken an ill turn. I am relieved to see you all unharmed.
what is the situation on the battlefield?
We fare poorly, but our strategic councils have prepared us for this. The situation will be under control ere long.
Your Majesty, the lower level gates have been breached!
What?
Already? What is the front-line command post doing? What was that?
We are taking massive fire from the Empire's naval battalion. Their unceasing bombardment is laying waste to our forces.
Do the Imperial ships truly outclass our own to such degree? It should be impossible for their fire to reach us from that range.
Ray, this could have something to do with our horned assailants.
Oh, great. Are those bastards helping the Empire develop new technology?
They may not be so directly involved. But if beings from a developed planet have formed some allyship with Vale, they could have easily improved their warships and artillery in short order.
Damn, those meddling purple.
Ray, Elena, what do you make of the situation?
Laeticia, if we want to keep you safe, we need to make tracks. And fast.
We don't stand a chance against the enemy's firepower. Upon weighing the defensive armaments I observed here yesterday, against what the Empire has on hand, it is only a matter of time until Baldar falls.
Father, Captain, we must retreat at once.
What are you saying? You would have us abandon
That
Baldar?
is precisely what I am saying. We have not a moment to lose.
Your Majesty, the Imperial forces are much more powerful than we had anticipated. Please understand, their strength is likely bolstered by interlopers from the sky as well. We stand no chance.
Interlopers from the sky? What madness do you speak of?
We've witnessed unbelievable power throughout our travels. Incredible power from those beyond the sky.
Ray and the others are from an advanced civilization far superior to that of the Vale Empire. Please, you must heed my words.
Confound it. Be decided in one blow.
Your Majesty!
Order all troops to retreat back to the royal city immediately.
Right away. Pray leave the troops in my care, Your Majesty. You and the princess should make for Ascendros with all haste.
I am sorry for this, Bertrand. Do not fall this day.
My men await you outside, Sir Albert. See that His Majesty and the Princess arrive safely back at the Royal City.
Understood, sir. May fortune smile upon you, Captain Bertrand.
Forgive me. I never thought it would come to this.
Don't worry. It's all part of the job.
Nina, you take the rear with His Majesty and Laeticia. Chloe, stick with me and don't stray.
Got you! Okay.
Let us be off.
Your Majesty!
Father!
It is nothing. I see now that you spoke true. Never in my life have I laid eyes upon such fearsome arms.
Don't talk. I'll seal the wound right away. What the heck is that thing?
Bertrand Corps, shield His Majesty! His Majesty's steed!
It can no longer carry him.
Duma! Why didn't you stay with the king and Chloe?
I determined that focusing on the defense of this organism would result in a significantly decreased mortality rate.
What the hell are you even saying?
I acted in the interest of protecting the organism's king and Chloe. A great number of the more combat-viable Bertrand Corps had ceased all vital function. Therefore, protecting two organisms that cannot contribute to the survival of the majority.
You must go, Laeticia. As long as you yet live, the royal family will not fall.
I will not leave
Go
you.
quickly now. The blame lies with me for failing to defend Baldar, for underestimating the strength of our enemy.
No, Your Majesty! Stand up! You need to keep walking! We have to get closer to the royal city!
All due respect, but if we stand here and argue, we're all toast.
Ray! Look!
Duma, protect the king and Chloe. It is the best way to boost our odds of survival. Promise.
Analyzing command. Rewriting. Approved. A new program has been issued.
What strength is this?
If you had the power to do this, why didn't you do this earlier? If you had, Bertrand's soldiers wouldn't have had to die.
Hostile threat detected.
Again?
Incalculable hostile readings approach from the north. Initiate emergency measures.
Did you say... from the north?
It must be...
Attack! Show not a shred of mercy to those who tread unbidden on royal land. Do not let them leave alive.
Lord Uncle!
The Imperial forces need not be feared. Onward!
Your Majesty, Princess Laeticia, are you all right?
General Canis!
We came with all haste as soon as we heard the news that Baldar had fallen. I am relieved we made it in time.
General Canis, Captain Bertrand is heading the rear guard at Baldar. Please, you must help them.
Calm yourself, Sir Albert. Duke Clemrath is already seeing to their aid. Commander Theo is also leading a fleet of warships to engage the Imperial Navy.
Heartening news.
Alright, are we gonna be okay here?
Ray, it seems that way.
Please, this way, Your Majesty. We have a steed prepared for you.
Wait, I'm still treating
Know your place, child. Duke Clemrath's personal Iatromancer will see to His Majesty's recovery.
We may have been better off without their aid.
The Baldar Citadel has fallen into the indecent hands of the Empire. How will you take responsibility for this?
Our defense was doomed from the start. The Imperials far outmatched us.
Yet we were able to rout their pursuing forces without issue.
The weapons the Imperials used were beyond anything we could have imagined.
Why, then, do reports indicate our forces made the first move? Were you all so eager for glory you were willing to die for it?
Save the reprimands for later. We must first hear more of these Imperial weapons.
I must say, the cannons outfitted on those Imperial warships were assuredly unlike anything we have dealt with before.
They command all manner of monstrous abominations. And their soldiers were armed with weapons that fired shards of iron.
Is that all? Mere trifles by the sound of it.
Do you doubt Her Highness's words, General Canis? You forget yourself.
Here is one of the stones fired from their contraptions. It penetrated a knight's armor, killing him instantly. It is plain to see the Empire's armaments have undergone a drastic change. Lacking as we are in sufficient field analysis, crushing defeat is all but certain should we suffer another attack.
Then we shall bring the fight to them. Let us wrest Baldar back from their grasp. We shall not let them have the upper hand.
That will only lead to more unnecessary deaths.
For the time being, we had best wait for His Majesty to recover. Until then, you should all focus on healing your own wounds.
I am relieved to see you all safe. We have much to discuss, though this may not be the most suitable place for it. Please come to the Consortium. Maester Midas has been worried sick about you.
So, you return in one piece, with an ally in tow no less.
Yeah, this is Chloe. Chloe, meet our good pal Midas.
Nice to meet you.
Well, perhaps you should have accompanied them if you were so worried after Sir Albert and Lady Elena.
Tripe, I am come only to fix Albert's arm, nothing more.
Huh, a shame that. I suppose we will only discuss what could have been.
Oh?
The Empire clearly had the advantage over us at Baldar. We cannot win this fight without taking the upper hand.
Director Malthea, is it time?
Yes, Princess Laeticia. I think it is high time the Maester heard your reason for departing Ascendros from the first. Please, this way, everyone.
Is this a sleigh?
No way that's a sleigh. Maybe a boat?
No, Ray. This machinery. Director Malthea, is this some kind of aircraft?
Yes, very perceptive. It is an apparatus that will allow semiomancers to soar through the skies. I created this prototype based on a theorized design devised by Maester Midas.
From how I see it, this would revolutionize the war effort. Midas truly has a gift.
This was naught but a foolish 14-year-old dream.
What if I told you that dream was on the verge of actualization?
Do what you will with my dusty old notion. I am come only to...
See to Sir Albert's arm. Yes, I am aware. Then I suppose it would not interest you to know that the final material needed to complete the Folga lies on Nilbeth?
What?
Maester Midas once attempted to make the Folga fly, using ancient floating semiomancy. But the output was never enough to move them more than a stone's throw. We have recently discovered a catalyst that can greatly increase their distance and time spent airborne. It is called Levitas ore, and can only be found in the Nilbeth Ancient Coil, in the lands of the Trathin.
If you jest, I shall show you no quarter.
Have you ever known me to make light of semiomantic research?
Fine, I will go.
Maester Midas.
But I thought you were only here for Albert's arm. I wouldn't want to get your hopes up too high, Laeticia.
When do we leave?
Oh, what?
Good. You should make for the seaport of Kato at once. I've arranged for a transport. Let us meet at the harbor.
All right, let's get this show on the road.
Hold on, Ray. I think I'll be staying in the Royal City.
Huh?
Chloe needs rest. Her imprisonment and our retreat from Baldar has surely left her exhausted. Besides that, you'll be taking a ship from Kato to Nilbeth. If we were to run afoul of the Imperial Navy, the risk to non-combatants on open water would be too great.
Elena, you speak wisely.
If I stay, I can keep you updated on the situation here, via my device. Of which Chloe has none, lest you forget. She will need time to learn the language and the culture of this land. Chloe's a quick learner. She should pick it up in no time at all.
Yeah, you're right. Take care of her.
It will be much harder to gather the right materials without you there, Elena.
I would also beseech her to stay. I fear what my lord uncle and the others may do. I would find some comfort in knowing what they are planning.
Please, do feel free to make use of the consortium however you see fit during your stay in Ascendros.
That's very kind of you, Director Melthia. I have some concerns regarding those Imperial armaments. Any data you can share from the last battle would be appreciated.
But of course.
Theo.
Well. Fancy meeting you lot here.
We must cross the Straits of Kato in order to reach the continent of Nilbeth. Commander Theo has agreed to help us.
So, the Imperial Navy's been trawling around even before Baldar fell?
That is not all, I fear. The reports say the Imperials drawing near Kato were scouts. It seems they plan to invade Nilbeth.
They what?
Don't scare me like that!
Come, we should depart at once. I only pray the Imperial forces are not too on edge following the battle at Baldar.
Right. Appreciate it, Theo.
I, for one, am not certain what the situation is like in Nilbeth. Make sure you are ready ere we depart.
You know, you mentioned there was no diplomacy between Aucerius and Nilbeth. Wouldn't that mean we're about to land illegally on their shores?
It would seem so.
Wait. What do you mean, it would seem so? What if they think we're invading them too?
That is precisely the reason why we need Maester Midas here.
My time's not to be wasted.
What's eating you?
All this talking can be done later. The most important thing is for us to make for the Trathan settlement.
So, Ray, take care of Letty, would you?
What's the deal?
Well, even should you all desire to take your leave of Nilbeth, certain complications may impede my ability to stay near. The Imperial Navy may happen upon us, for instance.
Don't sweat a thing. I've been up to my neck in complications since I landed on this planet.
Ray, keep her safe.
Firearm signatures detected. Initiate emergency measures.
That sound. It's Imperial gunfire. Looks like we've got company. What the?
Life-threatening activity detected nearby. Individual contact with its source is not recommended.
What a most advantageous orb! I should love to study it.
Now's not the time. After Midas!
Laeticia!
Could it be?
More of them! Are you all right, Malkia?
Midas, is that truly you?
In the flesh. Thank goodness you're safe.
You jumped in so quickly. I assumed you were another Imperial lackey.
My apologies.
No need. Do not fret, Midas. Full glad am I to see you. Age has certainly not been kind to you.
Yet you remain unchanged, just as last I saw you.
You flatter me, but I have changed in my own way over these years. By the way, your companions are peering in this direction with some confusion. It would seem they have the wrong idea.
Forget them. The less they know, the better.
That will not do, Midas. I am certain your friends would like to hear the whole story. I see some familiar faces. Human children really do grow up in the blink of an eye. It has been some time, Princess Laeticia.
I am deeply honored you would remember me, Lady Malkia.
You have grown into a beautiful woman. And the boy has grown into a fine young man. Welcome to Nilbeth.
Boy?
I am alive and well thanks to you, Lady Malkia.
That is all well and good, but you do not appear to be in the best of health.
You see right through me.
I could sense the osseous core I separated with 14 years ago. But I never imagined Midas would be with it.
Osseous core? Oh. So, was that the material used to replace Albert's arm all those years ago?
Welcome, Midas, Princess Laeticia, and your brave young companions. I am Malkia Trathan. I am the leader of the Trathan tribe, the native peoples of Nilbeth. Follow me. I will lead you back to our village. We can discuss more there.
Why didn't you mention you were friends with their leader from the start?
I was not expecting to see her, much less be shown such hospitality.
Oh, why not? She seems so nice. And what's up with her and Midas? Seems like there's something going on between them.
There lies the reason. I assumed she might not have the highest opinion of the Aucerian royal family.
Was she involved with the feud between Aucerius and the Wise Men?
Neither Midas nor Princess Laeticia informed you of the events from 14 years ago?
Not everything.
I myself am still attempting to calmly discern who is at fault. Now then, let us start with what brings you to Nilbeth.
To fight back against the Vale Empire. With your blessing, we hope to mine the Levitas ore found deep within the Nilbeth ancient coil. The ore will ultimately serve as an indispensable catalyst.
Catalyst, you say? I see. Oh, so you intend to use the Folga?
You know of the Folga?
Of course I do. Midas promised we would...
What are you shouting for, man?
The Folga, you see, was an idea Midas thought up while with Marcus, Filberto, and I 14 years ago.
Dad and Dr. Eason too?
Lady Malkia was involved in the invention of the Folga? This is the first I have heard of it.
In a manner of speaking, I was. Am I wrong to say so, Midas?
Yes, I would not have met you otherwise.
Mayhap. The ancient coil is Nilbeth's most sacred ground. If we would allow outsiders to dig within, I would impose one condition.
Anything you ask.
I would ask for your assistance in routing the Imperial threat that encroaches on the ancient coil and our home. Excavation may prove difficult with the Empire so close at hand, besides.
Do we stand a chance? Baldar was no match for them at all.
The royal city of Nilbeth has not sent aid due to the small number of Imperial soldiers. The villagers tell me the enemy has but a single warship.
So, we'll be fine, right?
If we cannot rout this small a force, then I fear for our return home.
I am counting on you all. Let us make our move when ready. I will be joining you, so do call on me once you have made the necessary preparations.
Do you know where the brutes dwell?
I do. We shall patrol their invasion route and destroy them one by one. A simple strategy. We have also received reports that the enemy commander is present during their invasion effort.
Ah, if we take the commander down, we can send them packing easy.
Just so. Boy, I will not overstep my bounds, but take care.
Understood.
Let us be off then. We shall show these foolish Imperials what we are capable of.
Multiple enemies detected. Firearms identified. Secure the perimeter.
A most useful orb, if not somewhat annoying.
Yeah, sorry about that. Duma doesn't listen to anyone.
The Imperial soldiers are over there.
Huh?
What is it, Ray?
It's those guys again. No, it's nothing. Sorry.
Our aim is not to take life, but do not hesitate. Forward!
Huh. I have grown somewhat used to their firearms.
Oh, in a good way or a bad way?
You are all far more skilled than I imagined. Such prowess is a rarity, even among the warriors of Trathan. We might consider a surprise attack on the Imperial warship. That should drive them back from whence they came.
Lady Malkia, please return to the settlement. We are under attack.
What?
A large number of Imperials. Their commander is on a rampage. Never have I witnessed such brutality.
Return with all haste, now!
No, this can't be.
What have they done?
Well, well. I was not expecting you back so soon, Lady Trathin.
You wretch.
Ray, this is the same man who attacked us in Rythel after Elena came down.
You're right! No mistaking that horn and pale skin!
He was an Imperial officer.
Well, if it isn't the peons who are looking into meteorites and Helgar's disease in Rythel. My apologies for not introducing myself before. I am called Gaston Gauchier. Do my eyes deceive me? Or is that a Duma with you?
Who are you, really? If you recognize Duma, then you must not be from this planet.
I could certainly ask you the same. Or ask why you're staring at me so bitterly, for that matter. Are we not allies? You have a Duma with you, after all.
I would never dream of allying myself with one who would commit such atrocities.
Nor will we waste any more words on a general of the Vale Empire. You will not lay another finger on the Trathin people.
As you wish. Just don't expect me to hold back. I will not go as easy on you as I did at our first meeting.
Do your worst.
Detecting unforeseen hostile threat. Secure the perimeter.
Your having a Duma around isn't doing me any favors.
Still your tongue, lest you desire another trouncing.
Thank you. I think I'd rather call it a day. See you again, Duma. And here's hoping we all have a more worthwhile chat next time.
No doubt about it. He's just like the guy we met when repairing Elena, and the woman on Mount Cotarynth. They're humanoids from a developed planet. And this Gaston? He isn't shy about using their technology here either.
In any case, we have repelled their offensive. I doubt they will return anytime soon. Raymond, Princess Laeticia, you have my gratitude. You've become strong in your own right, boy.
I appreciate your words. However, I seem to grow weary.
Let us get you some well-deserved rest. I would welcome you all back into my home.
Sounds good to me.
Now, before we begin mining for Levitas ore, there is one thing I would ask.
Something else? I thought we already chased off the Empire.
This is serious. It takes significant strength to excavate the ore, but many of the villagers are wounded. We are not in the best shape ourselves. Especially you, boy.
Huh?
These 14 long years must have been difficult. The creaking of my old osseous core due to our close proximity must not be helping matters.
No, I am fine.
Do not hold in the pain any longer. There is no need.
What?
Midas and I have discussed it. I will bestow upon you a new osseous core. A renewed arm should allow you to resume your duties.
Oh, Albert!
Are you certain?
Consider it a fitting reward for a hero who saved my people. Midas also keeps bringing up that if we do not repair your arm, he would be at the whim of the royal family forevermore.
Oh, that's great, Albert. Now you can go on being a knight.
I can hardly believe it. Thank you. Thank you.
The implantation procedure should only take one night. Let us all rest in anticipation of our journey for the Levitas ore come the morrow.
Your Highness.
Albert, I am so happy for you. I pray for a safe procedure.
Your words are too kind.
No, Albert. It was all my fault.
Highness, do you know of Raymond's whereabouts?
Ray? He mentioned he was going to make a report to Elena before walking out a moment ago.
If your Highness permits, mayhaps now is the time to disclose all to him.
Should I? Now?
We are going to require his help, and the morrow's affairs ever keep piling up.
You are right. I shall speak with him. About us, Theo, and Maester Midas.
Shall we begin the procedure?
Yes, my lady.
Huh. I should try and locate Ray.
Hey.
Ray.
I hope Albert's arm gets patched up all right.
I am certain it will. Ray?
Yeah?
If I may, let me share a story from my past. Albert lost his left arm 14 years ago. Back then, I used to drag Albert and cousin Theo around, causing them much annoyance. That day was just like any other. I was playing in an isolated area of the castle, a place I fancied my own secret bastion. It was then an unfortunate accident befell me. The decrepit castle walls, long since fallen into disrepair, came falling from above. Yet I was unharmed. The one who shielded me. It was Maester Midas and Lady Malkia who saved Albert's life. But their actions served as the catalyst for the three wise men's exile from the kingdom. Some decried the transplanting of limbs between species as a vile, evil, unforgivable act. Maester Midas suffered much, but so too did Maesters Marcus, Filberto, and Lady Malkia. They were all brought before the court to answer for their blasphemous deed. And it was my Lord Uncle who spearheaded their persecution. The decisive act that sealed their fate was when Father acquiesced to the claims. Father had no choice but to submit to my Lord Uncle's power, given his relation to the late Empress of Vale. Maester Midas was spared the mark of treason, but ultimately banished. Lady Malkia's studies at the Semiomancy Consortium were ended, our relations with Nilbeth severed. And Maester Marcus and Filberto followed Maester Midas into the hinterlands.
No wonder Midas gets so heated. Actually, I'm kinda surprised you even thought of asking Midas for help.
I inquired Director Melthia about the Fulga. With it, I knew I could protect the kingdom. I beseeched Albert for his help, asked Cousin Theo to assist with arrangements. And then, Ray, I met you.
Nah, I haven't done a thing.
After we met, I began to think that everything will be fine. That things will work out. I have never been so excited for the days to come. Thank goodness.
Highness. Procedure went well, then.
Indeed. Behold, Your Highness.
So, feeling ready to get back at it?
Naturally. Let us not keep Theo waiting.
You said it. Let's make tracks.
How fare you this morning, Lady Malkia?
Better, after hearing the Imperial troops have left our shore. Now is the time to descend into the coil.
Is it that deep?
The ancient coil is sacred ground for semiomancers. It is suitably deep. Losing one's way would prove fatal.
Their kind do not go astray. Their strange tools create detailed cartographs.
Then, there is no reason to worry. Shall we depart?
Are you coming with us, Lady Malkia?
As leader of the Trathen, it would be unspeakable to not join you on our sacred grounds. There is an entrance into the coil within the village. I will meet you there after informing my people.
Good morning, Albert. You're looking much better.
Thank you. I feel strong enough to move mountains.
I'm relieved the procedure went well. But I am afraid I come bearing ill tidings.
What is it?
What happened to His Royal Majesty?
The wounds he sustained in Baldar have worsened, leaving him bedridden. Sinister activity has also been observed around Baldar. Neon wishes for the immediate return of Her Highness. Theo has already left Kato for the royal city. The ship that approaches is one sent by Neon.
You should go, Laeticia.
Now?
Look, your people are calling for you in their time of need. It's them you've been fighting for all along, right?
If the king has truly fallen, nothing will prevent Lambert from doing whatsoever he pleases. He may even impede our work on the Folga.
I'll keep Elena updated on our situation with this. We can handle the rest here.
Very well. I leave the retrieval of the Levitas ore in your hands.
No problem. And Albert, you'll be going with her, right?
Of course. I leave the rest here to you. Should any trouble arise, I shall inform Elena with all haste.
I'll stay behind. If I left, and Ray or the others got sick or hurt, they'd be in trouble.
As shall I, as an authority on Levitas ore.
I await good tidings in the royal city.
Yeah, we will see you soon.
Princess Laeticia, you are safe.
Neon, what in the world is going on? Have there been new goings-on in Baldar or with the Imperial forces?
Were only the Imperials the cause of our woes. While His Royal Majesty was bedridden, the Duke...
What has my Lord Uncle done?
A coup d'etat. Duke Lambert intends to usurp the throne.
What madness? What could the Duke be thinking?
Is Father all right? Is Cousin Theo...
Everything is in such chaos at present. It is nigh impossible to discern friend from foe. I know not of Commander Theo.
Ray! We must inform Ray.
Remember, Your Highness, we cannot contact him without Elena.
Yes, you are right. We must also confirm the safety of Elena and Chloe.
I am certain your return as the rightful heir to the throne will calm the situation, Your Highness. I shall remain at your side. I ask you, please save our capital.
Neon, why?
Chancellor!
Those who betray the crown should not be suffered to draw a single breath. Had we turned our backs, this serpent would have done the same to us. I had no choice, Your Highness.
Very well.
Now, let us make haste to the royal palace. We must needs locate His Majesty as quickly as possible.
Albert.
It is nothing. Let us hurry.
Several hostile entities detected ahead.
Little Duma, wait! That's not an enemy. It's Theo. Cuz!
Wait! Hold position! You two are supposed to be in Nilbeth.
Ray and the others are finishing our work there as we speak.
I see. How then did you cross the ocean?
Commander Theo, I sent a vessel to usher their return home. Certainly you must see that Her Highness's strength is needed.
Perhaps.
Cousin, is Father all right?
Yes. We have received no word of any harm befalling His Majesty.
Such words are all I needed to hear. I am certain Father has found safety. Let us first find Elena and Chloe.
Hold a moment, Commander Theo. By chance, you are also not a traitor?
Letty and Albie's safety was, and still is, my only concern. You know this.
Very well. Now is hardly the time for idle chatter besides.
Men, continue the search. Sir Albert and I will see to Princess Laeticia's safety.
Yes, sir!
Captain Bertrand, Elena, are you all right?
I am yet unscathed, thanks to Your Highness's esteemed guest.
Well, Laeticia, on the contrary. Captain Bertrand was responsible for guiding us to safety.
Where are my father and Chloe?
I am certain they are safe.
How can you be so sure?
Because His Majesty said they would be.
Captain, how can a man of your rank speak in so vexing a manner?
No, I understand his meaning clearly. There is an escape route known only to the royal family for situations such as this. Not even my Lord Uncle or Theo know of it.
Such a passage exists? No wonder we couldn't find them.
Am I correct in assuming Chloe is with my father?
You are indeed. His Majesty couldn't walk on his own, so Chloe provided support.
We must abandon the royal city for now, and escape to Kato.
Why Kato?
I saw no signs of the uprising there. We can regroup and make our resurgence. The escape route I mentioned also exits facing Kato. Follow me, everyone. Father! Chloe!
Laeticia! Albert!
Elena, it's really you!
Your Majesty, you are safe.
I must apologize for allowing Lambert to exercise such power unchecked. I was too weak.
Our first priority should be to escape the Duke's clutches. Here, Your Majesty, you can...
Lord Neon, please lead the way. I shall see to His Majesty. My shoulder is yours, Your Majesty.
Are you certain, Albert? Your arm?
Maester Midas and Lady Malkia have bestowed upon me a new one.
A sturdy one at that. You have my thanks.
We need to hurry up and get out of here. I don't want to be here anymore.
Hold out just a little longer, Chloe. I've already informed Ray of our situation. I'm sure he'll be back soon.
All right, everyone. Let us be off and hasten our escape from the royal city.
I am afraid I cannot allow that.
Lord Neon, what is the meaning of this?
I must truly thank you for leading me here, Your Highness. If not for you, we would have never found it.
A gas mask! Everyone, down the passageway!
Too late! I am sorry, Princess Laeticia, but there will be no escape. Both you and your father shall be returned to the palace immediately. It does not seem to be working as quickly as I'd hoped. I was told this substance would work near instantaneously if used within close confines.
Perhaps you underestimated the proper dosage.
How could you?
Theo, how could you?
The active ingredient in this nerve gas was extracted from the fungi from Mount Codorinth. Am I correct?
Ah, I see now. You must be this android that they had spoken of.
I am certainly not surprised you know about me, given your close connection to the Vale Empire. Allow me to give you a demonstration. It can't be.
You are okay?
Chloe?
Albert, Laeticia is awake.
Highness!
Albert, Father! Where is Father?
Be at ease, Highness. His Majesty is in this cell. He is not yet awake, but he is alive.
Thank goodness. I cannot. How can this be?
I share in your disbelief. To think Theo would be involved.
I was well aware my Lord Uncle was unhappy with the state of the kingdom. But I never dreamed he would go this far. Albert, where is Captain Bertrand?
He may be in another dungeon. Or perhaps the captain has also betrayed...
No, not betrayed.
What?
Elena and me. Bertrand saved. He was worried. It is true.
I hope you are right, Chloe. The Empire is at our door, What could we do if they chose to invade us now?
You no longer need have any worry of that, Princess.
Neon! Cousin!
That woman was the Imperial spy hiding out in Mount Cotterinth.
I am aware. Calm yourself.
You were colluding with the Empire from the start?
Finally, he gets it. Pretty slow on the uptake, aren't you?
No. Cousin, please tell me it is not true. Uncle too. It cannot be.
The Vale Empire would have no need to invade the royal city in its current state. For you see, they have been here all along, with I as their emissary. Now that both you and His Majesty are here, and Duke Lambert has accepted our invitation, the fighting, at last, is at an end. You can rest easy, knowing that. The final drops of blood will be spilled on the execution ground ere the morrow. Let your lives be the last claimed by this grisly war. Finally, this world will know peace. Your Highness's dreams of tranquility are coming to fruition. You should be overjoyed.
Neon! You fiend! Theo, have you nothing to say? What is wrong with you? You would truly condemn Her Highness, Letty, to death?
Her blood is on Ray's hands. If it was not for him, you two would surely still be twiddling your thumbs in Delric, oblivious to all.
What?
I myself was overjoyed when Letty insisted on venturing forth to find Maester Midas. I was completely certain this transition would come to pass with you both out of harm's way. I arranged many things for you, didn't I?
Cousin, you too believed me to be so incapable?
And if only you had been. You all would have been spared such a fate by my hands. Now, tinders to the flame.
The boy lacks resolve, unlike his father. Albert, my original plan only required you to be absent from the capital, away from His Majesty.
No, you cannot mean...
It is just as you imagine.
Neon, what happened to that orb that was with the princess?
Orb?
We call it Duma. It's highly dangerous. Last I saw, it was with the princess. Where is it now?
It will be found. Not to worry. I doubt it will be much of an issue once we have executed the princess.
That is for us to decide. We need to begin our analysis of the android. Hurry it up.
Does she really think the Emperor's protection allows her to speak to me so? How unfortunate your allies are stranded on Nilbeth, Princess. A pity. I'm afraid no one shall be coming to your rescue this time.
Damn it. Damn it all! There must be something. Something we can do. Can anyone hear me? You will pay dearly for this, Theo. Lambert! How could you turn your backs on everything the Royal Knights stand for?
Laeticia.
There truly is no hope left to us.
Princess Laeticia, The sentence dealt to both you and your father has been decided. Would you step outside, please?
What will become of us?
You should find the arrangement amicable. If your highness but simply agrees to our terms, you would not only save your own life, but bring lasting peace throughout your lands.
Let us go. I am sorry for everything.
Laeticia!
Your Highness! Do not go! Come back! Your Highness! Damn it. Is there truly naught I can do? After all the pain and sacrifice to renew this arm, still, I am useless!
Albert! Albert! There is something wrong! Your arm, swelling from the inside. Very strange. Are you all right?
What is this?
Leon, you wretched boy.
Please, spare me, Your Majesty. Your empty words leave you only the more pitiful in my eyes.
What do you want from us?
Desperation suits you ill, Princess. Fret not, no harm will befall either of you this moment. I am here with good tidings, in fact, an offer to allow your royal bloodline a future.
Yet you speak with not a shred of sincerity in your words.
Duke Lambert will take charge of the kingdom henceforth. These lands will be graciously ceded to the Empire, and your Majesty will be put to death as a show of allegiance. Oh, but do not misjudge me. I have not forgotten my years in service to you. With your cooperation, I would see to it that at least Princess Laeticia's life is spared. Tell me, do you know of Prince Gerard?
The heir of Emperor Boldur, Crown Prince of the Empire.
What say you were to be his bride?
Certainly not.
It is the Emperor's wish. Take Prince Gerard's hand in matrimony, and your bloodlines will be...
I refuse. I have no intention of sacrificing my dignity after all of this.
Even if it assured safety of your little guard dog?
I know Albert would not want that.
So be it. Let us heed Her Highness's words, disappointing though they be.
Ready!
Huh?
Cousin.
If you yet live, there may still be hope for change.
What change could such a life bring? If I require the warmth of my enemies to live, I may as well be dead.
Her Highness has chosen to die with dignity. Who are we to deny her of such?
Damn you!
Both Lola and myself, and now you too, have afforded the princess every opportunity to consider her options. She has made her choice. Take them away.
What will you do with us?
You have rejected our every guarantee of safety. Surely you know.
I suppose I do.
Elena, no! How could you do this to her?
You think that thing's dead, don't you?
Come again?
She's an android. And for now, she's been switched off.
She yet lives?
For now. She will be good as dead soon enough, though.
What will you do with Elena?
Dismantle and destroy. You were the one leading Duma around. But there is no telling if this android might also be connected. Right. Take her away.
No, wait! Elena! Wake up, please! Wake up! Why, Elena? Why must she perish as well?
Dearest Laeticia, I am sorry you must see your companion suffer so.
No, I cannot lose hope. Not yet. Duma.
Good people of Aucerius, I understand the frustrations of you many who know so little. But know that the current royal family has done nothing to stop the spread of Helgar's disease. Even now, as sickness spreads rampantly across our land, they would thrust us into war with the Vale Empire. The royal family has no regard for the hardships of their loyal subjects. We can suffer their covetous thirst for war not a moment longer.
As of this day, the kingdom of Aucerius is no more. The lands we stand upon are to be reborn anew as the glorious united empire of Vale.
We can no longer sacrifice our loyal knights and subjects to their war machine. Pray tell, are a single one of you aware who struck the first blow at Baltar? It was none other than the forces under the command of King Aucerius himself.
His Excellency, Emperor Boldor, has called for reconciliation between our nations. Yet Princess Laeticia refuses his offer, as does her father, the king. If we stand by and allow them to rule, then we do not but fan the flames of war, sentencing countless of our own to needless death. By our actions here today, we bring peace. Today marks the dawn of a new dynasty headed by Duke Lambert Clemrath. The past must burn!
Stay your hand! Father, Chancellor Neon, I beseech you, leave the execution of His Majesty and Princess Laeticia to me!
What is he doing here?
Is he not here by your command?
Theo.
Letty, I'm truly sorry for allowing things to go this far. I cannot ask for your forgiveness.
Cousin!
At the very least, allow me to drop the final curtain with mine own hands. You bastards! I will not allow any of you to lay another finger on my little sister!
We can stand for no more of this. Let Theo burn with them.
Neon, no!
Fire!
What is this?
Duma. Duma!
Incoming!
Nina, how?
I'll tell you later.
Helena!
Ray's plan is too reckless by half.
Your Majesty, are you all right?
What? Yes.
Quit gawking! Kill them!
Sir, we're under attack!
What? Charge!
Ray and the others are here. Let us capitalize on this chaos and push through.
Theo, you...
Laeticia!
Ray!
Theo! Albie!
Bertrand, please keep His Majesty safe.
Understood. Sir Albert, know that what awaits.
I am well aware. Loyal Knights of Aucerius, follow after Her Highness, Laeticia Aucerius!
Lola, Neon, what are you two doing?
Colonel Valange!
Could that be?
Oh, yup. Looks like this bastard's another one of the Veer helping the Empire.
You stay out of this! The princess's life is mine!
Prepare to withdraw. Neon has lost control.
Understood, Colonel.
Wait! You would truly abandon us to this chaos?
You and the boy can see yourselves out of this mess.
Blast it! We cannot let them get away!
That is true. However, I doubt these two will simply let us pass.
The orchestrators of the coup shall not be permitted to flee! Silence your tongue! You believe I shall sit idly by and let some pampered princess thwart my plans? Neon, lay down your arms!
Just what happened here? Looks like you've had a time of it.
There were a few bumps we didn't account for.
Well, you're the one who has to give the Emperor the bad news.
Hey, what is this, coffee hour? Do you think you're actually gonna get away?
Pardon me. We actually will be getting away this easily.
This is not over yet. We have much to deal with here.
Princess Laeticia, I've shamed my name and post by allowing this.
You have not to apologize for, Captain. Without your help, we could have never stopped Neon's plot.
That may be true, but this bedlam hasn't recovered in the slightest.
Gosh, Uncle Midas, always so quick to be a downer.
But he speaks the truth. Should the Empire come calling, we will not last the night. We lack soldiers, officers, barely not on hand.
Theo did help save Laeticia's life. Can't you lighten his punishment?
He was in league with the enemy and harmed the royal family. I doubt many men should like to serve under his ilk.
It was Theo and Neon, who conspired at the laboratory on Mount Corinth as well. He is beyond pardon.
That fool!
Only our team from the Semiomancy Consortium is left uncrippled by this battle.
If we have semiomancers, what about using the Fulga? It was originally designed to be used by semiomancers, right?
Out of the question.
Now isn't the time to be so stubborn.
We do not have adequate time. You trust the Empire to sit idle while we sail a ship to Nilbeth? Retrieve the Levitas ore, then return to construct a full Fulga battalion to be combat ready?
How much time do you suppose that might take?
I do not state this lightly. It will take 3 months at the very least just to get the number of Fulga at hand airborne and ready for combat.
Impossible, then. If Baldar moves to attack, we would not last 3 days.
Laeticia, tell me, what are these Fulga you all now speak of?
It is merely a foolish old dream. Pay it no heed.
No, I truly feel it would be beneficial for Father and Captain Bertrand to see it. Director Malthea?
Very well, then. Please, let us all continue this conversation at the Semiomancy Consortium.
What is this?
The Fulga. Ships built for semiomancers to sail through the skies.
It sails not waters, but winds?
When did you build such a thing? And Laeticia, you knew of this?
I did.
Forgive me. If only I had properly lent you my ear then.
I pity any who would bet the future of their kingdom on this. The Fulga was not conceived to be a weapon. It is useless.
My people in Nilbath should be ready to transport the Levitas ore by now. The ship from Canis's attack yet remains. If we take one ship from Cotto, we can return with 2.
Who will commandeer the other vessel?
Leave that to me. It should prove simple to oversee those efforts upon my return to Nilbath.
The danger is too great. You need not oblige yourself to the kingdom to such a...
If I disregard the danger facing Aucerius now, the Empire's fangs will sink into Nilbath ere long. I am not one to slink away in fear while my allies are in peril.
You would forgive an old man his misdeeds and blunders?
Your Majesty may not be the panacea to soothe this ailing world, but you recognize that a kingdom is its people. Your Majesty, you did all you could at the time. You should suffer no guilt over having not done enough. But know that I will seek recompense for our efforts. Starting with the restoration of Midas's good name.
All that withstanding, our one obstacle is modulation of the converter. How long might it take to calibrate it to run even at minimum efficiency?
A beautiful, if unrefined, piece of machinery. What a joy it would be to fly this through a sky full of stars.
Again, you...
Will you allow me to help protect the skies of this land? This world shouldn't have to suffer the spread of the Empire's dark influence any longer.
What do you intend?
Excuse me, Nina. May I see that ore? This would work, and withstand use in the mechanism. We just need a demonstration of its symbol energy output. I would expect proper calibration time to take 10 days at most.
You continue to baffle me.
Okay, great. Even if that's possible, how do we buy 10 days worth of time?
Well, while I was yet captive, Neon made me a proposal.
Have you gone quite mad, Laeticia? Out of the question!
Is there another option left us, Father?
No, but...
The Imperial family of Vale wishes for me to join in matrimony with the Crown Prince, Gerard. I believe I may grant their request.
You mean you're gonna get married?
Indeed. I do not doubt preparations for a ceremony binding the heirs of our kingdoms should buy us ample time. Captain Bertrand, please send an envoy to the Imperial forces at Baldar. Let them know that Laeticia Aucerius would be overjoyed to accept the proposal of marriage to Crown Prince Gerard Eo Vale.
I've been meaning to ask, did Theo really say something about Vir?
Apparently, that is what those beings with the horns and sickly pallor call themselves.
There's a planet in the Pangalactic Federation with the same name.
You telling me the Feds are in cahoots with the Empire?
We can't say for certain yet. At this time, we only know that those three are involved at the very least.
Maybe they're in the same situation we are?
You think they also became stranded on this planet somehow? But found sanctuary with the Empire instead?
At this point, all we can do is field conjecture. I shall see what I can uncover there while the wedding preparations are underway.
I highly doubt the Empire will allow you to roam about freely. That matter aside, you know naught of the world of stars above.
What if me and Elena went disguised as your attendants?
Neon would be on to our ruse immediately.
What if I went along with her?
What?
As far as Neon and the Veer know, I'm just a deviceless former prisoner of war who doesn't know a thing about this world.
Are you sure, Chloe?
They won't suspect a thing if I'm the only one with you, right? Please, let me return all the kindness you've shown Ray and Elena.
Very well. You have my full trust.
Seriously?
How will you inform us of what you find out?
There will be no need for any remote relay. The Fulga will embark on its maiden flight to recover both Chloe and myself. We can then use the intelligence Chloe and I return with to put a decisive end to the Empire. Everyone, I hope to have you all at my side in the fight to come.
Hail, Crown Prince Gerard!
Brave soldiers of Aucerius, mark this day. For here we take our first steps beyond our nation's troubled history and into a future made radiant by peace.
I am Laeticia Aucerius.
Valange.
I will send an envoy to inform you when the date of the ceremony is decided.
Hail, Her Highness Princess Laeticia!
Let us be off, Chloe.
Yes, my lady.
Watch your backs out there.
Pray, show me your countenance, Princess. Ah, age has granted you beauty. Gerard is a lucky man.
Pray forgive this intrusion, Your Majesty. I come before you to pledge my life to the Empire and serve faithfully as bride to Prince Gerard.
You need not pretend. Youth is yet with you. When my dear Tatiana first came to us, she shed tears in solitude each night. She said it was nigh 10 years before she felt this castle as her home. You need not feel pressured to forget your homeland, nor swear to us your allegiance. Henceforth, you are as mine own daughter. I shall see that one day you too feel fit to call this place home.
Your words are too kind, Your Majesty.
Now then, let us move beyond the formalities. The journey must have left you weary. Gerard, show our future crown princess to her quarters. We must see to it that she is well rested.
Your Excellency, if I may.
Neon, there is no need. Gerard, see her treated with respect.
As you wish.
Very well. Forgive me, but might I ask your attendant's name?
Chloe Canaris, my lord.
Indeed. Well then, Princess Laeticia, Lady Chloe, shall we?
Majesty.
For the time being, these are to be the princess's quarters. You have been given the adjacent room, Lady Chloe.
I thank you.
Under any other conditions, you would be welcomed with a banquet, but, alas, do forgive such lack of courtesy given our circumstance.
Please, you need not apologize.
I ask you simply rest this eve, as there shall be a celebratory feast on the morrow. If you find yourself in need of anything, pray tell the knight posted at your door.
I thought things would be much worse.
The Emperor and Prince Gerard.
I have a feeling they were being sincere. What should we do?
Let us rest for the time being.
Good idea. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, what about poisoning their dinner? I went ahead and learned the basics.
I think after coming this far, it would be best not to resort to such deception.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
You seem disappointed. You play an important role in this, Chloe. Let us both conserve our strength for what is to come.
You bet.
The battle ahead will be a long one.
Lady Laeticia, Prince Gerard has arrived.
Please, come in.
Beg pardon. My father calls for you in the throne room.
Very well. Let us go, Chloe.
Yes, my lady.
Allow me to show you the way.
Forgive me, Princess, for the early hour. The wedding has been fixed. It shall be in 7 days' time at Baldar Basilica.
7 days?
An emissary to Aucerius has already received their approval. These are trying times. To bring our nations together and foster lasting peace, we must conduct this joyous ceremony post-haste. As such, Princess Laeticia, I must ask for your assistance with the preparations.
What might these preparations entail?
You are a princess bride bound to be wed. You require a magnificent dress to celebrate. A matter of such import cannot be left unattended to.
Is 7 days truly enough time to make such a dress?
That I shall see to. Spare yourself of any concern for the matter. You have my word it shall be a dress fit for this symbolic moment of peace for both our nations.
Pray forgive my indiscretion.
Our tailors will set to work on the morrow. This eve we shall host a feast to celebrate your arrival. The Empire's lords and ladies are quite excited to make the acquaintance of their future crown princess. That is all.
A dress in 7 days? No way that's possible.
Is that the reason you are upset?
My lady, your dress for tonight's banquet has arrived. There is one for your servant as well.
What? I get one too?
We should dress the part if we are to mingle with Imperial High Society. Chloe, if you would.
Awesome! Yes, my lady. Oh, I'm so tired from yesterday.
I am not much for banquets myself. You did well, Chloe.
Princess Laeticia, may I?
Prince Gerard, is aught to miss?
I am here about your wedding dress. Our royal tailor will be taking charge. My father has requested that I escort you there for preparations.
I see. So, you are to take me to the castle dressmaker?
Worry not, my lady. I shall see you there safely. What's more, I believe some fresh air might do the both of us some good.
Yes, you speak true. I should be happy to join you.
At your leisure, then. I shall be ready when you are.
You too may well be Aucerian, but rest assured, no harm will befall you within these walls.
For that, you have our thanks, Prince Gerard.
Very well. Shall we? Our town feels absent its people.
Is that so? I would not know.
The invasions of Aucerius and Nilbeth have left little funding to use here at home. The royal coffers never overflowed to start, but the wars have left their mark on our civilians. This wedding of ours, too, is but a political plot. Better to have us wed than pour more wealth into the war effort, so it would seem.
Your Highness, surely we cannot speak so candidly.
My words leave no impact on the greater population. Surely, you too are not here out of any true desire to be wed to me.
I cannot fathom why...
According to Neon, you and your kingdom are planning something, and have agreed to this only in an effort to buy yourselves time. You can blame him for our ceremony's fast approach.
Your Highness, I would have gladly ventured to the castle myself had you summoned me.
My father would not have it. The best work is done right here, he says.
You are truly too kind. Gracious me, here she is. Welcome to my humble shop, Crown Princess Laeticia.
Hello.
You have heard the details, yes? We will need a dress fit from the one supplied within 5 days' time.
That is quite the tall order, but I live to serve. I shall spend the next 5 days gathering together every skilled tailor in this fair city. Now then, right this way, Lady Laeticia. Let us take your measurements. Your engagement brings about much joy, my lady. Just between you and me, the Empire's situation went from bad to worse ever since Colonel Valange appeared.
Oh, Valange. The, man with the horn?
Ever since those blasted Virians arrived, our nation has turned its eyes outward, rife with lust for conquest. For naught but falsehoods.
I see.
My mother's untimely death to Helgar's disease was tragic indeed, but so too was its fate. Many among us would blame Aucerius for not sending us their iatromancers as the sickness spread, and such has fostered a thirst for war. But might we not also blame ourselves for making light of semiomancers and failing to educate and facilitate our own?
I cannot...
Neon and his ilk have long fanned the flames of discontent, and now the Varians have worked it into a firestorm. My father was made a different man the night the stars fell, and he saw their celestial ship.
Celestial ship?
If such had never descended upon us, I am certain we would have met under better circumstance. I fear I must take my leave.
Prince Gerard, you would return alone?
Take your time and explore the town, if you are so inclined. But pray return by evening. We feast again this eve, and you shan't have a moment's freedom afterwards, until we are wed.
wedding dress in 5 days. Absurd, don't you think?
A bit, yes.
Anyway, the Emperor and Master Gerard are truly grateful for you and have welcomed you with open arms. After all, this will be a renovation of the wedding dress Her Majesty Tatiana wore at her own coronation.
Huh? The prince's mother who passed from Helgar's disease?
I am certain there are many circumstances surrounding this event for you, so please, do what you must. As for me, I will do all in my power to ensure Master Gerard's bride is the very vision of beauty. Until then, please let your heart be at ease.
Huh. Wow. From the looks of it, there really is no one around.
I suddenly get the feeling we must not betray Prince Gerard. I should like to hear more on his side of things. Let us take a brief walk and return to the castle. Has anything so far seemed out of place to you?
What's most suspicious is how nice they all are.
Putting that aside for now, have you been able to discern any advanced technology?
I figured everyone would be carrying phase guns. Or maybe there would be drones and cameras all over the castle, but I haven't seen much of anything at all. I did spot a few firearms with gunpowder, but even then, not very many. Everything is so different from what I imagined it would be.
Yet, the Empire was behind the assault on Baldar, and the coup d'etat in Aucerius.
I know.
We must not allow ourselves to be taken in, not when everyone back home is working so hard.
You're absolutely right.
My apologies for calling you on such short notice. I trust you do not need a guide to walk the palace grounds?
In fact, I had hoped to ask as much of someone, as it were. I would be delighted were it to be you yourself.
It pleases me to hear you say so.
To think that the prince himself would show us about the castle.
Not the first time we have walked together. And I imagine it would be difficult for your attendant to attend, with no knowledge of our home.
Crown Prince?
Those of our people with proper permits are allowed as far as this hall. That includes certain dubious merchants who peddle their wares to the knights, however. Do be careful.
Do you shop here as well, Prince Gerard?
As a child, I would oft waste my allowance here, much to the chagrin of my father.
Prince Gerard, might that be our crown princess-to-be?
Do show some respect. I will not have you forcing strange trinkets upon her.
I would never. Care to take a look, my lady? I have rare goods, ones you would never happen across back in Aucerius.
Oh, do you now?
We haven't the time, I'm afraid. Perhaps at your next meeting. Surprised, are you? It was my understanding you spent much time amongst the townspeople.
I never imagined you would be free to shop of your own accord.
I have another locale to show you. Follow me.
By your lead.
You need not remain so formal.
Oh, goodness.
Welcome to my favorite spot in the whole castle. Has our lengthy little tour left you tired?
Oh no, it was far too enthralling a tour to be taxing.
I am pleased you seem to have enjoyed it. That you might feel trapped here is not lost on me. Feel free to walk the halls and locations I have shown you today.
Prince Gerard, I had a lovely time today. Thank you.
My pleasure.
What an interesting fellow.
Definitely. I imagine the Empire as a much scarier sort of place. But it seems like the people here really only want ordinary, peaceful lives, too.
Father.
I would ask you not to do anything brash, for your own sake.
I am not so foolish. Have you come to escort me back to my chambers?
Prince Gerard seems to have granted you free roam. Huh. You could have made your escape the other day if you wanted to.
What reason have I to escape? I am come firm in my resolve. Besides, Chloe would be in quite the dilemma were I to flee.
And why should royalty act in service of its servants?
Why exactly are you here, pray tell? Have you aims at world domination?
The man from Vergold taught you a lot, huh? But I'm not gonna answer that question until I ascertain how you came to travel with Duma. Well, I have nothing to say to you.
Would you have a mind to leave me be, then?
Only if I could. But I am here to inform you, dinner is served. So please return to your room.
Very well.
You look positively radiant, Lady Laeticia. The very image of Her Majesty Tatiana.
Princess Laeticia is her own woman, as my mother was hers.
Oh, forgive the foolish remark, my liege. The dress just suits her ever so perfectly.
Fine work.
You look so beautiful, my lady.
Thank you, everyone.
It's time, Lady Laeticia. We will be traveling overnight in order to reach Baldar for the ceremony tomorrow.
Of course. Let us be off.
Today, on this finest day, it is an honor to gather here with you all as we witness history in the making. Our world has long been split in two, but today the Vale Empire and the Kingdom of Aucerius at last come together as one.
What is that thing?
Scorpio.
Huh?
Gerard Euville, Laeticia Aucerius, as of this very moment, the two of you stand as the makers of history, new rulers of our world. Step forth.
That looks dangerous. It seems your father would also subject you to this perilous experiment.
Be that as it may, I fear we are left with no choice.
A new beginning!
For a fleeting moment, I was not so averse to the idea of our marriage. But I cannot love one who would forfeit their own wedding ceremony to some foul plot.
Laeticia!
Ray!
Shoot them down!
Be burned into my mind.
Yeah.
Have you my blade?
Of course. I presumed you might ask after it?
You have my thanks. Now, let us join our allies in the fray.
Well said.
Letty, why have you returned?
Huh. Excitement has always followed you from the days of our youth, cousin.
Where's the Emperor? We have lost him. Their numbers are too vast.
And Prince Gerard?
I am jealous. There are those who would lay their lives down for you, and in such numbers. For me come none. A pitiful man, such as myself, could never truly deserve your love.
Oh, you poor little thing.
The Emperor has already been evacuated. Let's get you to safety too.
Leave me be! This is too much already.
Oh, stop being such a petulant brat. Act your age. Lola, you take care of the rest.
Very well. But we will have a discussion about the device upon my return.
Yes, yes.
Dissent amongst their ranks.
I'm so sorry you had to see that.
I commend you for carrying out such a cunning plan, despite the limits of this world's technology. But I come under order of the Emperor. We'll be taking Princess Laeticia into our custody.
We are past such foolishness. This battle shall rage on until only the victor is left standing.
Then expect no mercy from us. As long as we keep you alive, it doesn't matter what happens to your friends. Is that the best we can do? Confound it.
Father!
Fool! Why have you come here?
The battle has been decided. The Imperial forces are on the retreat.
Most of their warships off the coast were driven away by our Fulga battalion. Victory is ours.
Midas, I am sorry to have forced your Fulga into battle. And for much else.
Ready to reconcile, then?
We can discuss this after our return.
Yes, and discuss we shall. These are the Virians you spoke of? Albert, Theo, seize them. There is much I might ask of them.
This isn't over.
I am Lieutenant Mariel L. Kenny of the Pan-Galactic Federation. The two of you are under arrest for violation of the Underdeveloped Planet Preservation Pact.
I know that voice.
A friend of yours?
Yeah, real good friend. She's from the Astoria, the one that destroyed my ship.
What?
You're trying to take out the Virians in order to cover your tracks, are you?
That is not true. We only... Behind you, Raymond!
Neon, the battle is over. Surrender now.
Is that your idea of a joke, Your Majesty? Because this is far from over. You can have Baldar back. One little fortress means nothing. We are not defeated yet. Theo! Look at what your selfish betrayal has cost us. After you and your father were promised glory under the Empire.
I would rather prefer death than allowing such a thing come to pass.
Then die.
Why? What would possess you to protect me?
I am sorry, my boy. I should have known your anguish.
I ought to have done this from the start.
Let us take our leave, Neon.
Damn it! Get back here!
Father! Father!
His vitals are fading fast. Without a med pod, he might not make it.
Father! Open your eyes! Please!
I have yet to atone for my betrayal to you.
Hold. We still have much to discuss back home.
My good friends, I am sorry.
Radio your sick bay.
What?
Listen to me. That ship of yours knows what's going on down here. Get that man into a med pod now!
I can't! The underdeveloped planet protect...
It's your Federation tech that's about to kill this underdeveloped planet's king! We've got an android here recording this entire situation! I dare you to let him die! I'll rip apart the Federation piece by piece till there's not a damn thing left!
Fine. I get it. This is Mariel. Akizuki, do you read? I am requesting a med pod transfer here. Stat. It is for the elderly man lying near me. Father!
Don't worry, Laeticia. The king is gonna be okay.
Do you truly mean it?
You bet. Now let me introduce you to our savior who's gonna see to it. A golden child of the Pan-Galactic Federation, and apparently a regular UP3 rule breaker, Lieutenant Mariel Kenny. I've got a lot of questions, and you've got the answers.
Understood. Please commence transfer.
Father...
Laeticia.
Oh, Father. Oh, thank goodness. Oh.
Is His Majesty truly well now?
Yes, there is no longer any cause for concern.
Indeed, my body has made that much very apparent. Why, I feel as if my entire being has been cleansed. Lambert, now I too have seen it. A glimpse of the realm of stars.
I see.
If these fellows were our foes, I would surely have lost my nerve much, much earlier than you.
Brother.
While inside that contraption, I overheard one of your subordinates state that in saving my life, you may have violated the laws of your world.
It was the Pangalactic Federation that violated the laws of your kingdom first.
That place. A boat which sails among the stars. I should love to see its interior at least once.
Pardon me, Your Highness, but please, you must rest for now.
Laeticia, Bertrand, if you would be so kind as to take things from here, I believe I will take Lady Mariel's advice.
Yes.
But Father,
Be at ease. I shall remain beside your father.
Maester...
We have much to discuss, including what comes next as well.
I understand. Thank you, Maester Midas.
All right. Maybe that's our cue to have our own little talk.
Okay then. Let me contact my ship and have it prepare for transfer.
Hey, Bertrand. Is there somewhere around here we could borrow for a bit while we talk?
But that means the people of this planet could overhear us.
Give me a break. A Kenny getting all stiff over some treaty? Or did you forget that this is all on account of you using us for target practice?
So be it. Mariel to Akizuki. I'm going to speak with Captain Raymond and some of the local populace for a moment. Yes, I understand. However, please hold your position. Thank you for waiting, shall we? The truth is, I have no idea why Bennett the Astoria's captain opened fire. It's a mystery to me.
Is that your idea of a joke?
Lieutenant Kenny, Captain Raymond's point about treaty violations stands. I should inform you. I will be making a record of this planet, and everything stated between us here. If you are unable or unwilling to speak candidly, this discussion will likely become unpleasant.
I am well aware of that. Am I correct in assuming you're an android?
Yes, I am an Arnold Robotics model E014297.
Her name's Elena.
I have heard that the androids made by Arnold Robotics on Verguld are among the finest in the galaxy. Elena, I swear to you that all I speak here is absolutely true, including the fact that I came here to help.
What is this bull?
Ray. Lieutenant Kenny, I logged an unnatural delay between the second and third barrage just before the Aegis was downed by the Astoria. Can you please explain what caused this?
The truth is, Captain, we can be in contact range of the Virgold registered merchant vessel Aegis in 3 minutes.
Good work. Activate cloaking device. 60 seconds after activation, warp out and prepare to attack.
Captain, please wait. May I remind you, cloaking is for emergency situations only. It is also prohibited during warp for the safety of other vessels.
And I'm saying this is an emergency situation. Or perhaps you elite officers can't follow orders without explaining each little law they're based upon.
No, it's just that we have no reason to fire upon a ship from planet Virgold, especially without warning. Even if they were hostile, attacking without warning is a violation of Article 32.
Cloak has been activated, Captain. Now exiting warp.
Wait!
Lieutenant Kenny, I didn't hear you repeat the captain's orders.
Upon exiting warp, prepare to attack.
Now entering conventional space. 1 million kilometers to the Aegis. Currently at 1/4 impulse.
Excellent. Decloak at 500,000 kilometers. Arm the phase cannons. Fire the first barrage at 350,000 kilometers.
Phase cannons? Do you intend to destroy them?
Lieutenant Kenny, I didn't hear you repeat the order.
Repeating the orders isn't merely for confirmation. It is also to allow for correction in the event of an order given in error.
We have an issue. It appears the good lieutenant doesn't know what activities the Virgoldians have been up to.
Are you referring to their recent actions as an anti-Federation influence? Even then, attacking them unprovoked and without notice will only work to their benefit.
Now within 350,000 kilometers of enemy vessel.
Replace Lieutenant Kenny on tactical authority. Now! Fire the first barrage!
Firing first barrage!
No!
Enemy shields efficiency holding at 60%.
Arm proton torpedoes and launch in succession once we have a lock on them. Just make sure not to hit their engines. We're after the cargo they have stored there. I want it in one piece.
We have a lock. Firing proton torpedoes.
Enemy vessel's shields holding at 20%. Captain, their warp drive remains intact. They could still attempt escape maneuvers.
Hurry with the next phase cannon barrage. I'd rather have them destroyed than let them get away.
Captain, what you are doing is criminal. Upon my authority as first officer, I hereby relieve you of command.
Very well. I do believe it's written in your beloved Federation laws that the consent of 3 senior officers is needed to relieve a captain of their command. Are there any among you that agree with Lieutenant Kenny?
Wait, what?
Lieutenant, you are hereby removed from duty for the crimes of disobeying an order and treason. Now off to the brig, Mariel.
Wake up, everyone! This is crazy! What's happened to you all?
I see. That would certainly explain the delay before their third barrage. In which case, Raymond, I do believe we owe Lieutenant Kenny some thanks.
Sure, if her story's true. So what cargo was this Bennett guy after anyway?
Duma, most likely.
That thing?
The 3 Virians appeared most interested in Duma as well. They too are part of your Federation, correct?
What are you?
But what I still don't get is why you're here now, Mariel. Weren't you sent to the brig?
I was released as soon as we returned to base. My guess is the captain thought me a nuisance, but little more than that. So I borrowed a ship from the space station and escaped once I had the chance.
What?
I was hoping to recover the black box of the Aetus. With it, I should be able to acquire proof of Captain Bennett's misconduct.
I find it unlikely that a Federation base would overlook the departure of a borrowed vessel not within their flight plans.
That's way worse than just disobeying orders. Why would you go so far?
When I was little, my grandmother taught me the ins and outs of the Federation's core systems. I can infiltrate them pretty much as I please. I'm certain my use of the ship will go unnoticed for some time. And my grandfather had this to say to me. Trust in what you think is right. I know you've got what it takes to stick to your principles through thick and thin. Now, go and apologize to the Aetus's captain.
Emerson T. Kenny. Quite the hero, sending his granddaughter here with a stolen ship.
That's not all. Some members of the crew who doubted the motives of Bennett and the Astoria also came along with me. The high-speed merchant vessel Akizuki is now currently monitoring my status from planetary orbit.
You mean to say that your comrades are observing all this from some unseen location?
Oh, yes. I know it might be discomforting, but it was a necessary precaution to ensure my safety.
Thank you for healing my father. On behalf of my kingdom, I offer you my sincerest gratitude. Oh, did I misunderstand in some way?
Well, no, not exactly. I just wasn't expecting.
Is it odd that I wish to express my thanks to those who saved the life of a loved one? Chloe, do you believe Marielle here is lying?
No, Princess Laeticia. I believe she is telling the truth.
Ray, you are within your rights to be angry about your vessel. Be that as it may, I find Lieutenant Kenny to be honest in her attempts to enact justice.
All of the crew, including myself, share the blame for not stopping the Astoria's attack upon your ship. You have my word that we will make the proper restitutions, punish those responsible, and bring the truth to light. Captain Raymond.
Fine. If you do end up in a Federation courtroom for this, I suppose I can appear on your behalf as a witness.
Thank you.
Now, we know that Bennett is after Duma, and also that you, apparently, don't know why. Next question is, who the hell are these Virians?
Well, I can't say for certain. However, those two I met were also being hunted by Captain Bennett, much like the Aetus. They are military deserters from Vir, another Federation member planet.
Deserters? So that's why there are no other Virians in the Empire.
This is all according to Bennett, though, so I can't be sure how much of it is true. The only thing I know for certain is that they are acting unlawfully here on this planet.
Violating the UP3, huh?
Yes, correct. I realize this is rude of me to ask, but will you help me apprehend them?
Why don't you just transfer them?
That's impossible without transport trackers or communicators, as you know.
It would seem, then, that the interests of all present are in alignment.
Yeah, we gotta charge into the Empire, take the Virians alive, and put an end to this war. Those three are the key to everything happening on this planet and up in space.
I cannot permit the use of Akizuki's equipment, but I can assist. personally.
What's the matter?
Oh, it's just that while I understand what Marielle is saying, there's still something that kind of bothers me. I got the impression that the Virians had truly sworn their loyalty to the Empire.
Huh?
It's not like we have to change our plan or anything. Just something to keep in mind, I guess?
Your hunches often prove correct. We will be careful.
Right.
Now then, I think it best if we consult with Maester Midas and the others about how to proceed. Let us return to my father's chambers.
Sorry, but my answer is no.
Is that so?
What's up?
Would you mind waiting a moment longer?
It was Laeticia who ran about trying to complete the Folga, while Melthia completed preparations. Raymond and the others helped along the way, and Malkia provided the stones. I simply showed up at the right time, hardly a praiseworthy accomplishment.
And yet it would not have reached completion without you. I must also make amends for not protecting you after you saved Albert.
It does not befit a king to dwell on the past. Admit that what happened was beyond your control. Your softness is what enables Lambert to take advantage of you.
Midas.
And the war is not yet over. Regardless of the truth, the path this nation has followed for the past 14 years was set by the choice you made long ago. Grant me a seat now for my meritorious deeds pertaining to the Folga, and you know full well that conflict will follow.
Midas.
You recognize the Folga is not a weapon of war. That alone is honor enough. However, if you must absolutely insist on seeing me rewarded, grant me a Folga of my own once everything is settled. That is all I ask.
No, 2 Folga.
Why?
If we live long enough, there may come a time where we wish to fly our separate ways, don't you think?
No, 1 is enough.
Very well, it shall be done.
What's so amusing?
Oh, it is merely that I never thought I would live to see you make such a face.
I agree.
Blast you both.
Huh, don't think you have to worry anymore.
Father, Maester Midas, I must speak with you about what's to come. May I... The Folga has already demonstrated its strength, granting us all but absolute military superiority. I suggest that we press the attack on the Imperial capital and utterly nullify their means to wage war.
What say you, Bertrand?
It is as Her Highness states. We will never have a better opportunity.
So we will tender an offer of peace once we seize the Imperial capital. Have I understood correctly?
It is not our intent to conquer. If we repeat the actions of the Empire, it will only lead to another cycle of tragedy.
But will Boldur in fact be amenable to peace?
I cannot speak for Emperor Boldur. However, Prince Gerard is a reasonable man and has the support of the people. Emperor Boldur is not completely ignorant to the tides of time. If he abdicates the throne and negotiations proceed well with Prince Gerard, there should be no issue.
I agree. It is decided.
Planning for the invasion of their capital shall begin on the morrow. Albert, does that sound acceptable?
I think it a sound plan.